DanDans, this is the biggest fight in the history of 616 Entertainment. You see it on the screen right there. This is Artist versus Colter 2. And who the fuck thought this was gonna happen? Last year, tempers boiled over, the feud finally culminated. Colter of Personality fought the artist formerly known as Mike Charles in the 616 Entertainment cage. It was a really, really, really close fight. I watched it. I obviously did the commentary for it, so I watched it. I scored that fight 29-28. That's 2 rounds to 1 for the artist formerly known as Mike Charles. And there's no bias involved there at all. You know what I'm saying? Because the artist and I feud all the time. Why would I just choose him? You know, Colter's my boy too. So it's not like I'm just burying Colter and putting over the artist. I scored that fight for the artist. I thought he had way more takedowns, but I thought he landed the better shots. But at the end of 3 rounds, the judges scored it 29-28, Colter of Personality. It was the biggest fight we had ever seen at the time, and Colter walked away with the victory after a year of shit talk. Now, DanDans, a full year has passed, and the fight was so close that nothing was really solved. Which brings us to this point today. You see the artist stepping into the cage for the first time in a year. He's been training his ass off. The shit talk never stopped from either side. DanDans, you can see the tail of the tape here. This is Artist versus Colter 2. And it's time to fucking go. But this is the breaking news, DanDans. This time, this fight is 5 rounds. Colter throws the first punch, whiffs on a body shot, but lands a nasty right uppercut there. Now, the artist, I thought he was a little economical last time. Great front side kick by Colter. Oh, he caught him again! Artist needs to keep those hands up. I thought the artist was a little economical last time. He had good takedowns, but obviously he went to the judges. You know what happens when you go to the judges. It doesn't. A lot of times it doesn't work out in one fighter's favor, as the artist lands a great left hook, right head kick there. I'm seeing Colter be real aggressive this time out. And he probably doesn't want to leave this one of the judges either, because there is still that shred of doubt. He got the win in that first fight, but I think the DanDans saw it 50-50 on who came out with the win. So Colter wants to finish the artist here and leave no doubt in anybody's mind. Oh, the artist with a great spinning back kick. Colter whiffs on a wheel kick. I do know for a fact that the artist has been training really hard for this fight as he eats a head kick. Oh, and he drops him. Colter kicks the leg out while artist went for a side kick. Artist has been training really hard. He's been drinking a lot of beer. He's been watching a bunch of shows. I know he got into Twin Peaks recently. I think he dropped off with it. But as far as the banking goes on the Monopoly front, not so much happening there. Colter shoots in and pulls the single leg right down into fucking... I just totally blanked. I was trying to light up my next joke. Colter moves into full mount with 2 minutes on the clock. This is not good for the artist. And when you see this fight go like this, both guys come out pretty aggressively. You gotta wonder who was taking it more seriously. I mean, Colter won the first time, but does he think it's gonna be easier? Is he going for an armbar? Colter's looking for that arm. This is a bad position for the most bloated man on the internet. He's gotta get out of here. This is no good. The artist, oh, he escapes. He escapes. He's in Colter's guard now. That was close, DanDans. We almost saw this one end in the first round, as Colter slips out and takes us back. He might look to secure a choke here. As you can tell by the artist's face, that beard covers most of it, but he's got a fucking black eye, I'll tell you that much. This is not a good pattern for the artist. He reverses, gets top position, then immediately gets swept and gets his back taken. Colter's transferring over to full mount again. Now, DanDans will score this round, just our scoring, obviously, not the official judge's scoring. But this round here, I think you got to give this round to the Colter of Personality. in a way, picking up right where he left off. Secures the takedown, almost locked up an armbar in the first round. Very intriguing, very intriguing. Look at this. Jumping, turning sidekick, buckles the Artist. See, if I'm Colter's corner, I'm screaming for you to follow up right there. He kind of just let his boy off the hook. This is where the danger really came in. Because Colter, he goes for the armbar, yeah, but he got fucking 2/3 of the way there. All that was left was to bend that thing inside out, and we've got Colter up 2-0. Round 2 about to begin here. Touching gloves, you know what? See, that's why I like MMA so much. They're sportsmen. They may have been talking shit for 2 straight years now, but they're sportsmen deep down. Colter able to parry that front side kick. Oh, great head kick there from the Artist. I'm seeing the Artist, he's not being extremely aggressive here. Lots of jabs, lots of crosses. As I say that, he throws 2 spinning back kicks, so maybe I influenced him a little bit. Artist with a lot of feints, a lot of head movement going on. Great parry with the right straight there. Oh! Can't get caught with that head kick, and Colter scoops him up again for the takedown. I think we learned in the first round that over the past year, from 61616 to 61617, Colter has been working a lot on his wrestling game. Oh, and the Artist sweeps him into full mount. He's raining down blows. Colter's in trouble. Colter's in big trouble here. The Artist is the most bloated man on the internet. He had to take a second to breathe. Colter looks hurt. Oh, big elbows, big elbows. He's out. Stop the fight. He's out. Oh my goodness, DanDans. A year in the making. Artist versus Colter 2. And the Artist knocks out Colter with elbows in the second round. Oh my goodness gracious. Colter is going to need reconstructive surgery after this fight. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if we should be showing this. He might be dead. And if he's dead and we keep showing replays of it, we're going to get sued. The family of personality, Colter's relatives, are not going to take a liking to this. Oh my goodness, DanDans. You see the Artist putting that finger up in the sky. It's 1-1. 2 years, 2 fights. The Artist knocks out Colter in the second round with brutal elbows. Your winner, the Artist, formerly known as Mike Charles. DanDans, this is the biggest fight in the history of our sport. The Artist, formerly known as Mike Charles, the banker boy with the banker body, the most bloated man on the internet, the man with the butter beard, steps in and seals the deal in the second round. What a fight. We love you, DanDans.